A surfer in Florida got the scare of a lifetime after a shark came charging after him in the waters off Smyrna Beach. But it's what he did while in the midst of that attack that really made this encounter one of a kind. Kris Kerr snapped a picture of the shark as it was coming directly towards him, and then gave him a punch in the nose to keep it from getting to him. He joins us this morning along with his surfing friend Ethan Wilson. Good to have both of you with us this morning. Kris, this is quite the photo. You were out there taking pictures. I'm guessing this is not what you anticipated having in your camera, though, at the end of the day.
I gotta tell you, I definitely was not expecting it, at least to come at me the way it did. I was definitely caught off guard by that.
And from the way I understand it, this happened really quickly, yet in that split second, you still had the wherewithal to grab your camera and take the picture.
Yes, I'd always claimed that if a shark did charge me, that I would, in fact, get a picture and then hit it as hard as I could. And luckily, I didn't blow it when it did happen.
So you had kind of planned for this situation?
Oh, you know, you always talk about stuff like that. Well, we do, me and my friends, just anticipating something ridiculous happening.
And I understand, though, maybe too it's anticipating something ridiculous, but this is sort of the shark capital in a lot of ways. And your dad had actually given you some advice about what to do if you ever came face to face with a shark.
Yeah, my dad always claims, he watched the Discovery Channel special where they're chumming up the great whites by the boat, and then they tickle them under the nose and they go docile, they just roll over. So he's always telling me to do this, and if you can't do that, punch him as hard as you can.
If for some reason you can't tickle the shark, just punch the shark.
Yeah,
it's a good backup plan.
Exactly.
Ethan, so you're out there, and how much of this did you see happening at the time?
Well, I'd seen Kris sort of on the inside where the waves are breaking, and I saw all these mullet kind of blow up around him. So I pretty much saw the entire thing go down, from Kris start freaking out and the shark splashing right in front of him to Kris going in as fast as he can.
And when you saw Kris pull back and clock the shark, what's going through your mind?
Well, honestly, I thought he'd been attacked. I thought my friend was going to die. But, I mean, once I seen he was okay and swimming towards shore, I didn't really know what to think until I saw the picture.
Yeah, and now it's a totally different reaction, of course, because everything turned out well. I understand, though, Kris, your mother didn't have perhaps the same reaction.
Oh, yes, and right when I got back, I hadn't actually seen the photo until I took it out of my water housing, the case for the camera. And, of course, I'm telling her, well, Mom, a shark came pretty close to me. I didn't even want to tell her at first. And then she sees the picture and just starts bawling and crying. I felt so bad.
Mothers everywhere are cringing and yet incredibly happy that you're here to tell your story this morning. Real quickly, are you both going back in the water?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely. All right, and I hear the photograph may actually be used in Surfer Magazine, so congrats on that one. But be careful out there, guys. Good to have you with us this morning, Kris Kerr and Ethan Wilson.
Thank you.
Thanks.